Hey everyone, hope everyone's doing fantastic today. And in today's video, I wanted to do a short video about understanding body types. Now it's really important to understand the body types because that influences the way we respond to weight training, the way we respond to food, the way we respond to weight loss or muscle gain or whatever the goal may be. So what are the three main types? Well, if you don't know, I'll run through them quickly. There's ectomorph, which is very thin type of physique. There's endomorph, which is a larger type physique. And there's mesomorph, which is around about the middle. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna give you a couple of my tips. If you know your physique and you know what it is that your body type is, it's really important. And yet there is that genetic factor to also take into consideration as well. And sometimes we can be a mix across those three different physiques. We can be a little bit endo and a little bit meso, but we can be also a little bit ectomorph and a little bit meso, but we can't be ecto and endo. We can't be thin and thick at the same time. And quite often some ladies may be a little bit thinner up top and larger down the bottom, but that doesn't mean that half of their body is ectomorph and the other half is endomorph. It just means that they're more on the mesomorph side with either leaning towards endomorph or ectomorph. So I hope that makes sense as well. And as I said, I'll explain it as best I can. Now, usually when clients come to me and they've got a goal in mind, or they say they want to look like that particular person that they may have seen as a bit of an inspiration, I really need to understand what it is that they're visualizing and to make sure I can, as best I can, align their goals with their understanding and the reality of the world. And there's no point if a thinner type, very thin person wants to look like a 100 kilo bodybuilder, it just won't happen no matter what you do and how you do it. So it's really important to understand your body type, because once you understand your body type, then you'll be able to administer a program specifically for your body type. And that's what we do here at Lean Muscle. So when people come on board the journey with us, and whether it's a 12-week challenge or whether it's whatever it might be, and we specifically try to draw them to 12 weeks because that's a really good barometer of their goals, and that'll give them a really good journey in that 12 weeks. So when they come to us for a 12-week challenge, we really determine the structure of our program based on their body type. So a couple of things that we want to work on. So again, if you're an ectomorph, usually you have a smaller joints, narrow hips, you've got a thin build, and you've kind of got what we call long and stringy muscles, and you find it difficult to gain weight as well, and you're also hyperactive. So a couple of things that we suggest with ectomorphs is that they need to lift heavier, they need to rest a little bit more in between sets, and they need to consume more good calories. Now, that doesn't mean that we have to stuff their faces every 5 minutes. What it basically means is that, they've got to be free of fatty foods. They've got to have slow digesting carbs and high fats, and obviously still keep their protein up as well. So that's it there for ectomorphs. Endomorphs, as I said, the other side of the scale, very blocky physiques, very thick kind of rib cage sets as well. They gain weight easy also. Again, slow metabolism. They lose weight very slowly, unfortunately. As you can see, I've put up a couple of pictures of some endomorphs as well. And they've got wider and thicker joints also. And with their program, they really need to up their cardio. They need to reduce their calorie intake as well. They need to reduce their rest periods. But I've had a lot of success, as you can see, with endomorphs, and a lot of the endomorphs have really transitioned, and their transformations look the best out of all the different types of transformations. As you can see, they truly are remarkable. And but as I said, they're very sensitive to carbs as well with the endomorph physiques. And then you've got the mesomorphs, which is, as I said, meso in Italy, meta is middle, meso middle. So they're a bit ecto and a little bit endo. Now mesomorph really have got kind of the ideal physique, if you like, as well. Their body fat's evenly distributed as well. They're basically efficient when it comes to metabolizing foods also. And a type of training set for them is, you know, a mix of heavy sessions as well as light sessions, and your traditional, you know, 8 to 12 reps for upper body, you know, 10 to 12 to 14 reps for lower body as well. So they're really responsive is the word I want to use. And as you can see from the different pictures of the ectomorphs, as you can see here, ectomorphs, thinner builds, but kind of really ultra lean already, but have what we call pockets of visceral fat hanging around in certain parts of their body. Endomorphs, as I said, as you can see, some amazing pictures here of some endomorphs, really knock it out of the ballpark with their transformations, really responsive once they roll their sleeves up. But hey, it's a lot harder when it comes to an endomorph doing a 12-week challenge than it is an ecto or mesomorph. Mesomorph, as you can see, nice well-rounded belly muscle, nice well-rounded physique, a balance between upper and lower body as well. So there you have it. So there's the different types of physiques, and you really need to understand and educate you. There's no point looking at a physique that isn't relatable to your physique. And as you can see here, your physiques need to be relatable. And once you understand that, then you have the basic foundations and the basic principles for administering the best program based on your body type. And as I said, what I do is I align those values that I have with my clients and just make them understand first. We go back to the drawing board when we make them understand what's your body type. Do you know your body type? If you don't, here's a couple of tools to work with. Once we work out what your body type, then we can administer the right transformation for you. And as I said, my programs have a variety of those different types of programs, the different types of rep sets, different types of methodologies, if you like, different nutrition principles as well. And you couple that with your mindset and you've got a winning formula. So there you have it. Body types, really, really important to understand. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and remember, each and every day, laugh with health.